too high. Come and talk to me. I really want to meet. Can I talk to you? I really want to I put it all on her, I get it right back. She put it all on me, I couldn't fight that.
What's up, family? It's your big sis T Renee, and I am back today with another story time. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I hope that one day you find something that resonates with you on this platform and make you want to subscribe and come back. If you are a returning viewer or a returning subscriber, thank you for coming in and being loyal. I hope you all enjoyed this story time. So I'm basically going to be picking up from last week's story time. And if you want to catch up with any of my other stories, y'all go to my playlist section. And you know, hey, what they say, go down the rabbit hole. Tonight's story time is basically going to be part 2 of my boyfriend's creepy older cousin. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. And I'm going to give y'all, no. I'm not going to give y'all a background of this story time. Just go to the playlist section and click on the Savage series. And then you will see who the characters are for this story time and before that. I mean, it shouldn't be an issue because I'm really just getting started with a lot of these series. So you don't have a lot. But again, y'all, whatever you do, it is all greatly appreciated. But before we get to the story time, y'all go ahead and drop down below in my comment section and leave a hey girl, hey, what's up big sis? You know, something positive. Don't do too much. Okay, let's get into this story time. So at this point, I'm highly pissed off at the comments Wendell was making at this dinner. And especially the last comment he made about, you know, me being ready to hook up with him and his chick. You know, she wasn't even his girlfriend. This was just a girl that I'm guessing she was one of those girls that was willing to accept whatever from him. You know, you got those women. They don't mind not being your woman, but they your main food basically, because she's willing to hook up with you with other women, or she's willing to allow you to hook up with other women and she still be in your life or whatever. That shit, no. Honestly, we all might have been stupid in a sense and not even realizing that we was her. So I'm highly pissed off. And just from the comment he made, Savage is like,
what the fuck happened?
So now he's like,
no, hell no. What's going on? What happened here at this house?
And me, I'm like, baby, ain't nothing happened. He's really just making some shit up. I don't know what his problem is. I said, we all know he has a hell of imagination and he says and does a lot of crazy things, but he ain't never fucking touched me, and I have not allowed him to touch me. I said, if anything, he was saying little slick, flirty things to me. He was saying flirty things to me, or just some little mannish ass shit to me, and I was trying to get him to stop. You know, like, hey, it ain't that type of party over here. I don't know what you thought, I don't know what conversation you thought you had with Savage, but I'm straight on all of that. So I was like, you know, I was just trying to be cool up until you got here because I didn't want to be here. And I don't know what his intentions are, what he would have tried to do to me had I, you know, said no if he tried to try me.
If he tried, you need to have called me and we would have...
Like, you was way away, so what sense would that have made? Yeah, I would have eventually called you, but what if I was in a situation, you know? I said, but it wasn't even that. He wasn't that aggressive. So
oh, fuck all that. Man, what's up, dude? Why you fucking disrespecting my girl? Matter of fact, why you disrespecting me? We family. Man, it ain't even out like that. It ain't even like that. I'm just playing with the damn girl. I wasn't trying to do nothing with her. But shit, I mean, my girl was something about some getting down on her. My girl, it was fooling her, but I want for to do nothing. Shit, I want for to do nothing. Hell, I was gonna hit you up and see if, you know, it was cool.
Savage is like, man,
I wonder, nigga, you stupid. You stupid. I ain't got nothing to say to you right now. You be doing way too much, and you lucky you my family if your ass would not be in my house.
So, you know, they had their little back and forth, and eventually Savage, he's shaking his head and he like, man, I
ain't got time for this shit. I'm tired. I've been on the road all day. I don't want to deal with this right now, man. We'll talk about this shit another time.
So he goes in the room. He like, man,
baby, come on in this room.
So we go into the room and he's like, man, I was like, you sure you good?
He's like, man, I don't even want to talk about this shit right now. I just want to lay here and hold you and chill. You fuck that nigga right now. Next time he do some shit, you make sure you fucking tell me soon as he do that shit.
I was like, okay. I was like, I didn't try to make a big deal out of it. I just thought he was just, doing what he do. He's a big flirt. I didn't want to blow it out of proportion, and it wasn't really that. I know that's what he does. He's a big flirt.
Fuck all that. That nigga was being disrespectful, and it ain't the first time he done said some slick ass shit. He done said some shit another time. We all sitting around drinking, and he think I ain't realize that shit. He thinking I'm drunk, and I ain't even realizing what he's saying. But I heard what the nigga saying, but I tried to brush it off because I'm like, yeah, he lucky he drunk. He lucky he my family. He's like, man, he said that fool shit again, I'm gonna have to get in his ass.
With it, that's your family. Honestly, if he trying to put his hands on you and all that, or on me, then you do what you gotta do. But it's just words. I mean, I don't care about that.
Oh, that mind disrespectful as fuck.
So the night goes on. We just laying around the room, doing what we do. So the next morning comes, me and Savage is in the kitchen. He's fixing breakfast. And the girl that was there for Wendell, which I don't really need a name, she's not very relevant in this. She's not relevant in this story. So yeah, Wendell comes in the kitchen and he's trying to apologize.
My Savage fam, I'm sorry, man. I wasn't meaning no disrespect to you girls. Tania, I wasn't meaning no disrespect to you, man. I'm sorry about that shit. I was just playing with you. You know how I do. I'm just fucking with you.
Okay. Cause see, I didn't want to keep going on with it because number one, Savage didn't want to talk about that shit in the moment, and number two, I didn't want to deal with it. I wasn't trying to blow out proportion. I didn't feel like getting into it. I'm a very unconfrontational person. I do not like I do not like a lot of chaos. Like, I cannot stand a lot of chaos. I cannot stand the arguing, the back and forth. Like, I'm not going to do that shit. I'm not going to do it. I don't want to do it. I feel like it's a waste of my time and energy. I could be doing something else. I always say I like to be out of sight, out of mind. I like to fade in the background and go be and not be approached. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, I don't even want to be the center of attention. I've never wanted to be the center of attention. And even with something like this, I felt like the attention was on me. I don't know. Shit just made me feel uncomfortable and weird. So I most definitely wasn't trying to bring it up. But of course, he's trying to save face and apologize. Keep that shit. So, we are in the kitchen, then change the subject, talking about some other shit, talking about some shit with money. You know how men do. They get into that shit about money. So, Wendell leaves. I don't know if he took the girl there home or something like that. She got picked. I can't remember. Anyway, they both end up leaving around the same time. Shit, she might have drove herself over there. He just left. I don't really know. So yeah, they both end up leaving at the same time. So me and Savage just sitting around the house. He's like, man,
I done sit up and thought about this shit. Like, that man be on some mad disrespectful ass shit. Then he want to come with me with that half-ass apology. He look I ain't punch his ass in the face.
No, the day goes on and Wendell comes back home. And at this point, it's probably about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And he comes home with 2 girls. And some guy, like, I don't even know who these people are. Honestly, I've never seen any of them. But Savage knew who one of the girls and the guy was. So, the look on Savage's face, you can tell that he was so annoyed and uncomfortable, like, fuck you, bring these people here. But here's somebody where he tries to make everybody feel uncomfortable. And he most definitely tried on several occasions. Because it would be times where Wendell would bring people and Savage would be trying to play it cool. Like, you can tell all in his face that he was ready to embarrass this man. But again, this is big cousin. He loved his big cousin. And he was just like, man,
I'm really tired of dude doing this shit. I'm trying to be understanding because I know when it was times where I was staying somewhere with somebody, I want to have my company there. At least the nigga could have asked me. I was
like, yeah, he really could have said, hey, I want to bring some people over. Was that cool?
got you here. You don't know these folks. I mean, I don't be wanting all these folks around you. I was
like, man, I'm straight. I don't feel no type of way. He's like,
it ain't about that. It's just that I don't want all these people in the place where I lay my head because any fucking thing could jump off. I don't know what Wendell be out there doing sometimes with these people. I don't know what his homeboys be out here doing. Them people can be getting some shit. Then they bring this shit.
You right about that. Like, they could bring that shit around your house. So he was just feeling away. I was like, man, honestly, you need to confront him about that shit because he's going to continue to do this shit if you don't say anything to him. So, yeah, we all just sitting around, and of course, here comes the drinks and the tree and whatever else, and they all just, shit, basically partying. It wasn't a big party. It was just, like I said, it was just me, Wendell, Savage, and the people he brought over there, and we all just kicking. I mean, Savage at that point just kind of like brushed all that shit off like he have always done and tried to enjoy, you know, the time with me and, you know, be around the folks. He just, you know, he basically put on a big ass poker face to enjoy his time because I'm guessing because tree and alcohol was involved, he will mellow out. But anyway, so of course it never fails. Wendell get on that real disrespectful talk, and I honestly feel like it ain't got shit to do with the drink. It's him. That's him. He be talking like that when he's sober. So he's saying all kinds of freaky ass things, and yeah, I don't know. I would be around people that talk about sex a whole lot. Like, I used to be around people that wanted to talk about sex all the time or just something of that nature. I just don't know. And maybe during these years at our ages, that was just something that was on our mind all the time. So I'm gonna blame it on that. I'm gonna blame it on our age. That just was on our mind because we always wanted to talk about it. It was funny. It was cool. Like, we always really vibing, no lie, wasn't no weird shit. Until, you know, Wendell had his moments where he would say weird shit and me and Savage would be giving him the side eye like, man, you really trying it? Because, you know, again, Savage was trying to just not blow shit up because he would blow up the scene. So he just let it be. He's like, man,
baby, I'm gonna talk to this nigga later on. I'm not gonna embarrass him in front of his friends and make this shit big, but we're gonna have to have a real conversation because nigga being mad disrespectful, and I'm trying not to, man, hurt my family.
It's like, yeah, please don't do that. I don't want to see nothing happen to you. I was like, you know how they are about domestic violence in our city. Like, hell no, because what if somebody called the police if it gets too out of hand? You know, you're going to be in jail. And I'm just trying to keep him calm, trying to keep him cool. Like, man, just have an adult-ass conversation because, like I say, in our city, the biggest crime rate in our city be domestic violence situations amongst family. Like, a lot of family kill each other, and especially around a holiday. Don't let it be a holiday. The deaths be family members got to fighting over some crazy shit and killed each other. So yes, I don't know. Should I say kill? I don't know. I'm not saying I'm finna kill them. I'm just saying, like, the violence be bad, and the violence a lot of times in our city be, you know, domestic violence, and it's so bad that they have so many rules and guidelines, and if the police get called out, somebody going to jail. Even if it's not all parties involved, somebody's going to get arrested if they get called out for some domestic stuff, or they're going to try to escort you off the premises of wherever the situation is. Like, somebody going to have to go. So yes, I'm like, man, we don't want this to be big, so let it be what it is. So fast forward, you know, the night goes on. We still enjoying the company with them folks. Like, they turn out to be some cool ass people, no lie. And they did come back around at some point for something else. Like, it wasn't, yeah, it was something else we had going on. But anyway, so yeah. Okay, so the next day comes around. Savage up early because his cousin was finna get up and go. Well, yeah, he was finna get ready to go. He was finna get ready to leave and drive back to Arizona to get some of his shit or whatever, to get some more of his stuff. But Savage like, my
I'm gonna talk to that nigga before he leave. He don't leave till later on in the afternoon, so I need to.
So he up early. He's like, man. So I didn't really go in there, but I can kind of like hear some, you know, some talks. Like I can kind of hear some conversation, but I'm like, man, I'm gonna get up because I want to. I was like, damn, I can't hear what they saying. So I got up to try to like ear hustle, basically. Like, so I went to the door and tried to crack the door open without it making a noise because the doors be squeaky sometimes. So I went and tried to crack the door open, and then you hear one of like, man,
No, bro, nah, cause man, it wasn't even not like that, man. You know how I do, dog. You know how I do. I can't help the shit, man. It's just in me. Like, I wasn't trying to no disrespect to your lady, man. I respect her. I love her like a sister, man. I wasn't trying to do no shit like
so Sam was like, hell no.
let this shit slide them other times, but last night, man, you was really fucking trying me. Like, the shit you was saying about stuff you would do to my girl, like I didn't fucking hear that shit. Like, nigga, I want that fucked up to not hear the shit you was saying. It's like, and I heard the shit you said to her, like, man, remember what I said to you. You mean remember what you said to her? What the fuck was she supposed to remember that you said to her?
So, at this point, he quiet, he like,
Man, what you talking about?
he said, nigga, don't
Act like you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. He said, I saw when you walked up to my girl and was like, shit, don't forget about the conversation we had about, don't forget what I said to you about you and me being together.
Wonder was like,
Nigga, you mad about that?
he's like,
Nigga, you know I was trying to fuck with her first. The first day we all met her, I was trying to get at her, and your little ass went in and swooped in and did whatever you did at the job and all that shit. So shit, man, I saw my shot. I tried to take that shit. Y'all ain't together. Y'all do what y'all do shit. All this shit y'all done did and all that, man. Y'all ain't taking that shit serious, so shit. I didn't think y'all was taking that shit serious, so shit, I shot my shot at her.
he said, I said his name. He was like,
So what the fuck you think this is? She just over here? He said,
this ain't the first time you done had a girl around and y'all just kicking and she ain't your gal. It's like, man, you know
how we done, you know how we do, you know how we know what each other like. He said, no. This is not that time. Like, this is my girl for real. We together for real. And you being mad fucking disrespectful. I done fucking told you already what the fuck it was. And you still want to fucking disrespect me. He's like, oh, and this shit well proportion. I ain't got time. Get the fuck on with that.
like Rundle is getting hostile at this point. And my thing is, if you ain't guilty and you ain't saying no off the wall sideways ass shit, then why is you getting mad? And so Savage, he up like, oh, so nigga, you want to he getting ready to like square the hell up. I'm like, oh my goodness. And so at this point, I'm like, yo, no. Yo, don't do that. I'm trying to stop them from, tussling with each other. It's like, Savage like,
man, fuck dog, this nigga disrespectful as fuck, and then this nigga wanna pump his motherfucking nuts up in me, like I ain't about that shit. Trying to get down on my guy. Always trying to fuck with my bitches. Always get
just y'all, like the cat was at the bed, like he was really throwing it out there. Like it wasn't just about me. It was about the fact that he was always going behind Savage back, trying to hook up with his girls, and he did hook up with some of his girls. Like he literally like hooked up with some of these girls, like they would give in. He was telling me about this one time where like he gave one of his girls head in the damn bathroom, and then another girl he didn't get her head in the back of a car, and this is in a short span of time. Like I was away at school, of course. Girls that Savage was just talking to and shit, trying to get serious. Like he was dating a couple girls at the same time and trying to figure out which one he want, and both of the girls hooked up with his cousin. And it wasn't even just Wonder. I believe one of the girls hooked up with the other cousin. Y'all just doing he was telling me all kinds of shit that Wendell was doing, and he let slide because he family. I was like, man, hell no. Sometimes family be the ones that hurt you the worst. So I fucking agree with you. And Wendell like, man, shut your whole ass up, man. Anybody talking to your old stupid sedity ass, man, fuck you, bitch. Fuck you and your bitch. She ain't trying to fuck with me no motherfucking way, and I don't give a fuck. Shit, I was just trying to.
Who the fuck scared now?
What he say that for? Cause next thing I know, Savage tagged his ass. Like they then at this point they didn't crash into the motherfucking coffee table. Like, oh my goodness, y'all. And of course the table glass. Y'all know how people got glass coffee tables and shit. Well, this particular table still had like some wood or something around it, but they didn't crash into the motherfucking table and they fight. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Stop, y'all family. Y'all need to stop. And I guess y'all, they was so loud. The neighbor came and knocked on the door like, is everything all right? Is everything all right? Some little older guy, whatever. I'm like, no, them folks in here fighting. I'm trying to stop them. He's like, what the fuck? What happened? I was like, man, they cousins. They just got into it. And yeah, because the door was open, so them folks didn't tussle. They didn't tussle all the way to the damn front door. They all outside. And they took their shirts off and they talking shit. And, you know how dudes do when they get ready to fight. Y'all. And at this point, other neighbors have came outside. I'm like, oh my God, this is what I tried to prevent from happening. Y'all making a big ass scene. Like, these people don't know how y'all gonna break this up, because somebody most definitely called the police, because they don't know how violent this is gonna get. Y'all know what our young black men decide to do when they get into situations like this, family or not, and especially in Memphis, in our city, our hometown. They ready to bring out their things. These folks don't know this, so somebody called the police. I don't know if it was the older man. I just think it was somebody else, because over there where they stayed at, like, yeah, it was a lot of young people over there, but kind of like in their section, it was some older people. I don't know, y'all. I can't remember, but the police most definitely came out there, and they must have been in the area, because they got there quick as hell, because it wasn't like the fight was lasting 20 minutes. They got there fast as hell. So they over there, asking they questions about what's going on. So the police asking they questions about what's going on, and I'm like, oh my goodness, y'all about to go to jail. Oh my goodness. And me, I'm like I say, I'm a person where I don't want to be approached. I don't like confrontation, and I most definitely don't like to give a statement. And so of course I had to give my statement about what's happened or whatever. I'm not trying to make nobody look bad, not even Wendell, even though he was being mad disrespectful to me, mad creepy, mad R. Kelly-ish. But yeah, anyway, so I gave my little statement, and surprisingly, they did not arrest either one of them. And they just told Wendell that he need to go on, get his little stuff and go on, leave. Go on, do what he need to do. Because I guess he told them he was supposed to be leaving to go back to Arizona to get some stuff. And so they was like, no, and they asked Savage, like, do he want to kick him out? He was like, nah.
But he need to go tonight. I need to cool off. And they was
like, yeah, we was going to suggest that anyway. We just want to make sure you weren't trying to put him out, because if you trying to put him out, then we'll give him a chance to get all his stuff, because he had pretty much had a lot of stuff there. Even though he did have a storage, but he had a little stuff up in there. He had a whole bedroom set and all that up in there. So he was going to need time to get all his stuff if he was putting him out the house. So they was going to arrange something for him to come back over there with the police to get all his stuff. So yeah, you know how they do. So he was like, no.
You got to get it going on out of here,
I'm so surprised, y'all, because like I said, they don't play about that domestic violence stuff in Memphis. Like, they do not. And I'm surprised they didn't get arrested. And maybe because they didn't, use them things and other. They were just, got scratches and blood and bruised and stuff like that. Like, they was laying into each other. I ain't gonna even lie to you. You can definitely tell they was fighting. But y'all, yes, I'm like, oh my goodness, he like really beat this boy up for me. Like, now I'm not saying like it's something I'm not saying it like it's something I should be proud of, but I was just happy that he actually took up for me, because y'all just don't understand how disrespectful Wendell really was. Like, I left out a lot in this story, and mostly in last week, because this is not something I'm just really ready to talk about on this channel right now. maybe that'll be something I tell in like my membership section if I get to that point. So y'all, turn your girl up, get me to 500 subscribers. Like, I'm not really, of course we all want our channel to grow, but I'm not into the business of begging anybody to subscribe to my channel, especially if you're not interested in all of the things I talk about. But if you want to see the growth here, and if you want to get to some real juicy story times, which, don't get me wrong, I'm gonna give some good ones on the public platform as well, but it's some things that I'd rather talk about in a more private setting than just put it out there too directly. So yeah, I just feel like those that really fuck with me for real, they will subscribe when I get to that level. But yeah, so thank y'all so much for tuning in and checking out this story time. Again, if you have not seen last week's story time, y'all go to my playlist section and click on the Savvy series so you can catch up and learn a little bit more about how Wendell is introduced into the series. Also, check out my other playlist, Story Times. It is all greatly appreciated. I will never get enough of saying that to any of you. And y'all, leave something down below in the comments. Let me know, what do you think of this story time? And, you know, say what y'all think may happen again, because Wendell does come back up, but it won't be next week. So y'all, it is all greatly appreciated, whether you leave a comment or you don't. But y'all, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, y'all. And I will see you all in my next video. Bye.